Rockin' everywhere. Hey, hello out there. Uh, Everybody in Twitch land and perhaps in Facebook Live. I don't really know because I've been locked out of Facebook for the past day and a half. So who knows? Am I in Facebook jail? I don't know. Is Facebook having a glitch and nobody is there to help me? Who knows? I am attempting to stream this to Facebook Live. We'll see what happens. I definitely know that we are on Twitch, and if you don't know, I'm here to tell you this is Mashup Talk, presented by Bootie Mashup, and I am your hostess, Adriana A. I am the founder of Bootie Mashup, and oh my, what a crazy few weeks it's been, and what a crazy, actually, just week it's been. We have been a live streaming machine. In fact, I'm sorry I'm just a little bit late. I love this story. I was at a music festival like just minutes ago, and I raced over here. Like, actually, I raced from there to here to this desk. But yes, there is actually a mashup music festival happening right now. In fact, this whole weekend. It's called Crumple Stock, and it was formed by it was started by a mashup producer named Palm Dieter, and he kind of made a little bit of a name for himself. You might remember a mashup that went viral. I would say about maybe 8 or 9 years ago. I don't remember exactly when it was. And it's weird because, mashups go in waves and phases, and people are like, oh, mashups are dead. And they've been saying that since 2002. And then something like this comes along, and it was like the first thing that really got like a bunch of buzz and media attention and forever. So I don't know if you remember it or not, but it was a mashup of Call Me Maybe, of course, Kylie Rae Jepsen, and the Nine Inch Nails classic Had Like a Hole, and it was called Call Me a Hole, and the producer of this track was Palm Dieter, and so it totally went viral, which is weird because mashups had not really been a thing for a long time, and then it was like suddenly everyone's like, oh my God, mashups, this mashup's amazing. And, and it's kind of funny because for us in the mashup community, that mashup was very simple and kind of an easy one, In fact, when we of course needed to put this on the Best of Booty, our mashup mixtape that we put out every single year at the end of the year. And I remember seeing that Palm Dieter had said something like, oh, I literally threw that together in like 20 minutes, audio software. Sometimes when it works, when it just works, sometimes it only does take 20 minutes. I definitely do not want to perpetuate the idea that, all mashups can just get thrown together in 20 minutes. But sometimes when they just work so well, it was like, okay. And apparently he only did it because somebody had mentioned something in like a Reddit thread. And I was like, oh, hey, do this. So he was like, fine, I'll do that. And he did it. And it was just basically a quick piss take that he threw out there. And then it became like the way the internet works. It blew up. And so we had asked him, as we're coming into December, and I'm like, okay, I know you mentioned something that you threw together and maybe you should remaster it or fix it up. And Palm was like, yeah, I know I said that at the time, but you know what? It's fine the way it is. It's perfect. So anyway, so Palm Dieter is the one that started Crumple Stock, and Crumple Stock is a music festival that's been going on now for the past few years. And when I say music festival, I really mean it's a community of mashup producers that all They participate myself as well, participate in a page, a group on Facebook called Crumple Bangers. And someday we'll have Palm Dieter on the show, and he can probably explain why it's called crumple anything. But, maybe because we take the music and we crumple it up and turn it into something new. Anyway, he's been doing Crumple Stock for a while, and what it is, it's a bunch of different DJs from all over the world. A lot of the members of this group who share their tracks. I've said this before, the mashup community at any given time it's always been global, but it's weirdly tight knit, and there are definitely little pockets and scenes. Bootie Mashup, we've got our own little crew, and the crumple stock people, Crumple Bangers, are definitely, they've got like their whole thing. And so they've been doing Crumple Stock for a while now. And it's usually not like really, it's shared online. So it's been usually it's been an audio stream. Everyone's like streaming audio. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the first year where they're doing video as well. It's a new, it's the Corona apocalypse, and everybody is now on Twitch. Everybody is live streaming. And so, it's actually kind of, it's been fascinating, because I've seen so many shows this past week. I've seen, so many other people's live streams. I was at a drag show on Tuesday. I would be watching a burlesque show right now, not on Twitch, because I don't think burlesque is allowed on Twitch, but on the DNA Lounge webcast, there's like burlesque happening, and with Hubba Hubba Review, and I've seen so many DJ sets, and just and actually it's Twitch. I've seen people play video games too. Can you imagine? I still don't quite get it. Like, I don't know. It's probably because I'm also the same person who doesn't get sports at all. Like, okay, you're watching some dudes kick a ball around a field. Yay! I mean, big freaking deal. But obviously lots of people love it. And so I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's not for me. So if I don't get people watching sports, of course I'm not going to get people watching video games either, but esports are very much a thing. So yes, I've even seen a few of those here on Twitch. And it's the whole new world. It's a whole new world out there these past couple weeks. I hope you're staying at home, sheltering in place, wash those hands. I literally, every time I leave the house, which is hardly ever, I come home and I literally want like take all my clothes off, and I just want to throw them into a burn pile. I mean, I'm not burning my clothes, but I just want to, they get washed almost immediately. I take a Silkwood shower. If you don't know that, ask someone over 30 what that pop culture reference is. So anyway, yes, I'm sorry I started a little bit late. I was at a music festival, literally watching Titus Jones, who is a friend of the show. Isn't that what people say? It's a friend of the show. He's a friend of Bootie Mashup, a esteemed mashup producer from Nashville. We actually had him out once to do a guest DJ set at Bootie. I've been trying to drag him back ever since, and he did a Mashup Power Hour at Crumple Stock. I mean, crumplestock.com. Don't go there now because you should be watching Mashup Talk with me, but it's happening all weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, crumplestock.com, and if you just go to bootymashup.com, that's probably easier because you know how to spell it because it's, right there. It's right there. And I just posted some links and a schedule of the Bootie Mashup DJs that are taking part of it. This is actually the first time that Bootie Mashup's ever been a part of Crumple Stock, and we're really happy. And the way this came together is just, the Corona apocalypse I have to keep trying to find the silver lining of this, horrible, ridiculous situation that we are in, trying to, not catch the ick, not maybe die. Well, we're all stuck at home. A lot of us are out of work. Out of paying work, let's put it that way. This is, trust me, doing all this live streaming is, I feel like I've worked harder in the past 2 weeks than I have in the past 2 years, for sure. It's been nuts, but anyway, where was I going with this? I'm like, it's mashup talk. Maybe I should just call this mashup blah blah blah. Anyway, it's Bootie Mashup's first time doing Crumple Stock, and we obviously have had some free time to do it. Whereas before we were always just so busy, like, throwing a party, several parties a week, and now it's like, now we're throwing parties online. We're doing DJ sets and doing shows, and it's really, the silver lining is that it has connected our mashup community in a way that I have not seen in many, many years. I mean, we have, like I said, Bootie Mashup has had our own tight crew. It's been really awesome to reconnect with all these other scenes. And we all share one thing in common, which is we love mashups. And, it's like any kind of otaku, to use a kind of a Japanese term, super geek, super fan. It's every scene has the super fans, the otaku, and that we are that with mashup culture. We always have been, and so it's really fun to connect with other people. The great thing about Crumple Stock has been like seeing everyone's different take. It's like everyone loves mashups, but everyone's got their own different flavor. I saw DJ Cougar do a whole VJ set of mashups that have music videos to them, and it was great. It was like, it's like if I programmed MTV and they still showed music videos. It's like alternate reality MTV circa 1990 or something. So yeah. And I just saw Titus Jones do a fun set, sort of based on a mashup album that he had released a couple years ago called the Mashup Power Hour, which was 60 mashups in 60 minutes. So it's like all these 1 minute mini mashups, and turning it into a drinking game where you had to take a shot of beer. They preferred Corona. But it didn't have to be Corona, but it's in theme. So to do shots of beer, after every time you heard like a little the Super Mario "You Got the Coin" sound. So and it was based on a mixtape that he put out a couple years ago. Again, if you're like, hey, that sounds cool. Hello, let me just right there. BootieMashup.com. We post all this stuff. Just, this was like 2 years ago. You don't need to dig that far. I know that sounds like, oh my God, 2 years, but we usually only post blog entries on our website like maybe twice a month. So it's, it's not overwhelming. We're not BuzzFeed or something, Oh God, can you imagine? The 10 best mashups of the month. Number 7 will shock you. Anyway, so today, like every time I do mashup talk, I really don't know what I'm going to talk about. I literally just sit down here and I'm like, okay, start streaming, and I go, and that's sort of how it works. But I do know that I do want to mention a few more things about what's happening and with the live streaming thing. It's so everyone. It's 3 days of Crumple Stock. It's all these live streams. We're definitely doing a part of it. I'm doing another live stream tomorrow at noon. I don't know what time zone you're in. It's 8 p.m. right now on the Pacific Coast. So at noon tomorrow, I am doing another live stream, but this one's going to be different because it's a music festival, really. It's an online live streaming music festival dedicated to mashup music. But I was like, okay, everyone's doing DJ sets. What kind of, we need to, I should sing a couple songs, right? I'll throw in a couple songs in the middle of my DJ set, live performance. I've been singing a little bit on Facebook Live. It's actually been really good to just sort of like have that creative outlet since I can't sing on stage with my band. And so I'm like, what mashups should I do? Because I've got so many in my repertoire, and I end up throwing together a playlist of this one, maybe that one, and it's like almost an hour, and I can't decide which ones. And so then I like posted to the Crumple Stock group, and I'm like, what if I just did an all live singing mashup show tomorrow at noon? This might be the stupidest idea I have ever had. We'll see, because I'm DJing later and I'm probably gonna have a few of these, and who knows, I might still be drunk at noon tomorrow. But everyone said, yeah, do it. So we're gonna see what happens. I'll probably do it. But anyway, that's gonna be now. Don't worry. You don't need to go digging around too far to find where all this stuff is happening. We are hosting like almost all of the Crumple Stock sets. Obviously not the ones that are happening right now, sorry. But tomorrow we are doing a Bootie Mashup takeover from 11 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. My show's at noon. Right before me is Pimp Daddy Supreme from Nashville. And on Sunday, we've also got DJ Innate at 10 in the morning Pacific, and King of Pants from Seattle. He was our guest DJ last week. Actually, both Innate and King of Pants were the two first DJs we had on Friday Night Live. So they're like up to speed with streaming. So they're like, yeah. So that's Sunday, like 10 to 12. But then also all around that, there's all these other DJs. There's some great producers, people whose names if you follow us and like download our Booty Top 10s and listen, you're gonna be like, oh, it's Satisfied and Grave Danger, and like I said, Titus Jones just played, and I'm there's just way too many to mention. But yeah, go check it out. Stick with us all weekend, because we are hosting Crumple Stock, and I love that yes, this has existed before, but it has definitely stepped up now that we're all stuck at home. So that's what I mean. Silver linings of the Corona apocalypse is there is so much culture being created. The creativity is not stopped, and if anything, creativity is on overdrive, because there's a lot of people who suddenly have time on their hands and they're sitting at home and they're like, okay, what do I do? And so they're producing music. And, I was just WhatsApping with DJs from Mars. Again, friend of the show. DJs from Mars are amazing electro mashup DJs. We've had them at Booty. If you go to Booty, or you go to our website and download our top 10s and our best of Booty mashup albums, DJs from Mars. Well, they're actually not from Mars. They're from Italy. They're Italian, and I was gonna say they're having a rough time of it, but I live in America. We just caught up this week, so we're all having a rough time of it. But unfortunately, DJ Samars are two guys, and they can't actually be in the same room together right now. Everyone's, self-isolating. So, because we were like, oh, you guys should do a guest DJ set on the Bootie Mashup live stream. It'll be great. But they can't do it. They haven't figured it out yet. But they said, oh yeah, by the time when we get through this, they're gonna have like 100 new mashups because everyone's sitting at home being creative and doing stuff. So yeah, it's interesting times we live in. This is usually around the time of the show. Hold on, I'm gonna have I'm off brand for the mashup talk portion of the show. Hold on. Oh God. Okay, so normally this is the part of the show where I'm like, let's interview our guest DJ who's going to be doing a set later tonight. Except that I'm doing the guest DJ set tonight because I don't know, I didn't have enough gigs already this week. I really bit off more than I could chew. I did an emo mashup set on Monday just as a way to sort of test my DJ gear because I had not actually DJ'd. So you can find that in our past videos on Twitch. And then Wednesday I did an April Fool's Day listening party. Today I'm doing mashup talk and a DJ set. Tomorrow I'm performing. It's like, oh, I'm a little exhausted, but it's kind of a good exhaustion. Sort of like, okay, if I stay busy enough, maybe I won't get depressed. Notice I said maybe. It doesn't mean I haven't been. It's been a struggle. Did I mention that the DJ set I did on Monday was an emo set? It's because I was emotional. I was feeling it. But it was helped. Music helps. I hope music helps you too. I hope that's why you tune in and why you watch Mashup Talk. We're only going to talk about the music. We ain't going to play it, so that way we don't get muted or shut down or anything else. So this is just going to be me talking. So sorry, but actually it's going to be someone else because I can't interview myself. So we are going to do something. He is the host of our after hours hangout session. Is of course Doug, better known as DJ Time, and we're gonna hopefully call him up here. All right, does this work?
Hello. Hey.
All right.
Hey, me? Mom, I'm on TV. Oh, hey, everybody, this is DJ Time.
It's DJ Time, everybody. All right. So, thanks for joining us on Mashup Talk. So you're actually here to interview me, aren't you?
Yeah. I've got the Bootie microphone, ready to go. We got, we have callers lined up with questions. They've been calling in all morning. Wait, yeah, it's morning. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm realizing too that your lighting is way better than mine.
Oh, honey, I got a ring light. I like. It's like, well, I did a whole thing. Like the minute we started, like, oh my God, we're launching a Twitch channel, and it was like I got the live stream starter pack. Basically, I was like, I got a ring light. I fortunately already had this because we were gonna start a Bootie Mashup podcast until everyone said, oh my God, no, you're gonna get shut down for copyright infringement. And so I was like, wow, I got a microphone and an audio box for nothing. But no, not for nothing. Here we are.
So like how is the transition from going from a DJ and a promoter that goes out every weekend to how does that transition? I mean, I guess you already have the lights and the green screens and you have the makeup and all that, but like something I've been having a problem with is like making this adjustment. It was fun for like a week, but now I'm realizing this is like a whole nother animal.
It is completely different. I mean, I think the first thing that you think of is like, oh, okay, I'll just DJ online, right? You know, so that's what we all thought. And I'm now starting to realize that like DJing is in your bedroom or your living room and live streaming it for nobody really. I mean, you're not nobody. There's people there, but it's not like being at DNA Lounge. It's not like you see the people there and you can play off the crowd, and you see that they're dancing to one track and they're really into it. And now it's like, okay, I'll keep it like that for a bit. It's like there's a good DJs anyway feed off that audience energy, and there is a very different kind of audience energy with live streaming. You're alone, here there is an audience, but they're in a chat. They're typing, and it's
more of a finger typing type of energy, chatting back and forth. Yeah. Oh my God, I feel you. Hold on. I feel you.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's So it's at first I was like, oh, I'm really not so sure about this. This is like I know everybody, and like I said earlier, so many people are live streaming. I've seen so many DJ sets, and it's usually most of the DJ sets I'm seeing are just it's just somebody in there DJing, and maybe they've got a nice setup and stuff, but it's mostly like it's background music, and that's it's music in my house instead of like listening to Spotify or iTunes or Pandora or whatever you're listening to. I'm listening to streams now, which is cool. It's really somebody doing it, but there seems to be something missing, and I'm realizing what I'm starting to love is the interactive quality of it that you don't get at a club in the same way.
That's really true. I feel like we're connecting with people more than, like, it's kind of weird to say this, but being far apart from everybody, I feel like I'm connecting with people more in a way that we never have, especially like people that can't make it out to San Francisco or LA or Seattle every week for one of the parties.
Yeah, it's well, and not only that, but at a club, like even when the people are there, it's not like they're not all talking to you like they are in a chat while you're DJing.
Right. Well, some of them tried to get up in your ear in the DJ booth and yell at you, "Can you play that one song with Britney?" The thing that I'm really impressed with is, you've done a really good job with the look and the aesthetic of everything. I mean, it sounds like you know what you're doing. Do you have a degree in this? Did you study this? I know say you have extensive education in live streaming.
Oh my God. No, actually, I mean, I believe it or not, I have a college degree. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in radio and television. And I have never used any of those skills, I'm realizing, until you just mentioned it right now. Like, this is not unlike producing a TV show or a radio show, for that matter. It's like, so here it is. It's like, 800 years later, I finally get to use that degree for something.
Yeah, and also, and in addition to that, like, using the degree, but like, you like to talk to people, you like to interview people, like you write a newspaper for Burning Man, and like, you've always been kind of the center of like the social, communication. So this gives you another aspect to really tap in there.
Yeah. Definitely.
So let's move along.
Yep.
So let's move along here, because I got people on the lines right now. They're asking me, ask my question. I'm like, Hi, stop. When I say I got people on the lines asking questions, I've got another laptop over here, and I'm looking at, actually the laptop's off, so I'm just talking to myself.
You're winging it.
All right, so, we were earlier in the week, we were talking about, like, new themes to do and new shows, and, like, we were just, like, brainstorming and trying to come up with a bunch of ideas, and we realized during this conversation that it's April. I know we didn't realize it before because, I don't even know what time it is, but it's April, and a theme that we always do at all the booty parties is April-ween, and it happens to be your favorite theme.
It is one of my favorites. Okay, although I have to tell you, I feel like the girl in the movie Mean Girls, right, who keeps trying to make fetch happen. And it's Fetch, like, give it up. Fetch is not going to happen. Well, I feel like I'm that girl, only instead of Fetch, it's April Ween. And it's like, I'm going to make April Ween happen. And everyone is like, give it up, Adriana. April Ween is not going to happen. So here's the history of April Ween for those who don't know.
What is exactly April Ween?
It is, it's Halloween in April. And it's, as the name implies, it's the 6th month. You know, people do Christmas in July. Why can't we do Halloween in April? So it's the first time we did it, which was almost 10 years ago. It was a big hit. We did it in San Francisco, and then it was such a big hit, we did it in LA. And I think people 10 years ago dressed up more, especially in San Francisco. I mean, San Francisco is the same city, you know, that started Burning Man, that started SantaCon, that did the Brides of March and Beta Breakers. I mean, like, literally this town used to be any excuse to put on a costume. It was like, yes, let's do it. So April Ween, yeah, exactly. So April Ween 10 years ago was banging. And then we're like, yes, we are doing this every year. But it's been diminishing returns every single year. People don't like to get dressed up as much. And so many times I'm at the party on April Ween, and, you know, I'll overhear people say, I was like, oh, see, there are people dressed up. I told you we should have dressed up. And, you know, people just don't want to put that much effort into it anymore. But I'm like,
we have breaking news, Adrian. This just in from the chat room. It's that April Ween is awesome.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you think that, because we are doing it. I mean, we were going to do it anyway in San Francisco, but then, you know, Corona apocalypse happened and everything's closed. But then I was like, so there's been this thing I've been wanting to do on our channel. We have shows at Bootie Mashup. We've got, you know, Hubba Hubba Review Burlesque. We've got the Monster Show doing drag. And, you know, it was like, what can we do to, you know, bring that show element? And I'm like, oh my God, April Ween. We'll do April Ween. Everyone's in costumes. We'll do little shows. And, you know, like, we'll do like you know, probably, I haven't asked him yet, but DJ King of Pants loves Halloween like crazy. I know you also love Halloween, so we'll probably do you know, we'll bookend it with like spooky Halloween themed DJ sets, and in the middle we'll do a show.
You know, I've got a few Halloween decorations floating around over here.
Oh, see,
for those that don't know, me and my mom would basically clear out the Halloween spirit stores the day after Halloween, buy everything off for like hella cheap. And over the years, we've developed quite the collection. So I'm thinking maybe I'll set up a haunted house in my living room for this show. I don't know. I mean, I've got the time.
Yeah, and looking at your background right now, yeah, anything would be an improvement. Sorry, DJ Time.
Well, you know, not everybody just has a green screen floating around in their backyard, you know.
Hey, I had to borrow this. This is borrowed. Thank you, Nathan.
Well, I'm really excited about that theme. Like super excited. I think that'd be fun, and I think it'll be a fun opportunity for people to dress up like we're going out, but we're not. And then to be able to see everybody's costumes online. I think that's a really cool interactive thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Another thing that we did, which I've kind of like been trying to figure out how we can do that here, a little bit, maybe not, is when we did Mashup Idol.
Oh God!
Such a fun show. You want to tell the viewing audience what Mashup Idol was about?
We've only ever done it once. It's a little high maintenance to pull off, but it was really, really fun. I mean, it's basically American Idol, or, you know, German Idol, or, you know, Canadian Idol, whatever. You know, every country has its, you know, singing star idol show. We did Mashup Idol, and I basically solicited for contestants, and, you know, the rules were, hey, sing a mashup. And I basically sort of functioned as the coach. Like, people sent me, like, hey, I'm like, what do you want to sing? You know, or some of them knew what they wanted, like they're, you know, Bootie fans, and they knew some of the tracks from, you know, that we've posted. Others were like, hey, you know what, I sing this song really well, and I'm like, oh, I got a mashup of that, or I've got 10 of them, I'll send you all 10, pick them, and, you know, worked with them and cut together, like, you know, short, like, you know, minute and a half versions, and we literally had a singing competition, singing mashups on stage. It was fabulous.
It really was fun. The interactivity about it, the difference about it, and also like where my brain was thinking is now with this Zoom app that everybody's using, it would be pretty easy to have like guest judges and guest sync and all the talent and everything in there. So maybe we can figure that out. If anybody's got any ideas about how we can pull this off, shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, if let's put it this way, I'm already singing. Like I'm set up for it. If I'm set up for it, and I literally just figured all this stuff out like 2 weeks ago, I'm sure there are other people. I mean, unlike Mashup Idol at Bootie in San Francisco, here we can open it up to the world,
Yeah.
And so anyone who is like, oh, I'm a singer and I'm already set up, and maybe they're already posting videos of themselves, and so we could easily pull off something like that. That is a freaking great idea. I love that I didn't realize that Mashup Talk was basically just going to be a Bootie Mashup Twitch channel brainstorming session.
I mean, it's more fun.
A little peek behind the curtain there, people.
So while we're on the subject of it, what other themes can we do? I know we've done thousands of themes, but do you have any other ideas or new ideas of things that we could do for the Bootie Mashup people?
I mean, honestly, it's just been trying to come up with ideas of what works with this new format. Literally, just as I'm putting my makeup on, 8 hours ago. No, just kidding. This came together in like 20 minutes. No joke. I literally just had this idea of I wonder if there's a way that we could do a mashup game show where we play a track, and you have to name not only the the artists that are in it, but also maybe the producer for a bonus round or something. I haven't really schemed it. Literally this just popped into my head less than an hour ago, and I was like, huh.
I like that idea.
So, unfortunately we can't really do what we do, which is throw parties. So we are still doing stuff. It's just not, it's we're pivoting all this. It's I like a theme. I like doing different stuff.
We have breaking news from the chat room.
Oh boy. Okay.
Speaking of a boy named Art suggested the name be The Mash is Right.
Mash is right.
And that's why we do brainstorming, right?
Oh, that's pretty damn good. I'm already visualizing the logo in my head with the Price is Right font and all that. Do we need a big wheel or something?
My brain is spinning right now. Focus on the interview.
Focus on the interview.
All right, so moving along. So you're going to be DJing tonight. Now, you've been doing a lot of DJ sets and stuff, but this is
I haven't actually. This is only my third DJ set on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Only my third.
Well, I take that back. But here you are, Friday Night Live, the big primetime show. All eyes on you on multiple platforms. I talked to you a few days ago in your preparations for your set, and I asked you what kind of music or mashups you were going to be doing, and I quote you. You said, "I have not a fucking clue." Hopefully, you do now. What can we expect the next 3 hours?
Okay, so I think this is how it's going to work. Because this is a bit of a showcase set, and I know. Both Innate and King of Pants, who were our featured guest DJs the 2 previous weeks, said exactly the same thing, but I'm going to say it as well. I'm going to do kind of like a Bootie Mashup greatest hits set. But, my greatest hits are different than what Innate's greatest hits are, or what King of Pants, it's what are the go-to tracks, the ones that I love and I play all the time. They may not even necessarily be super well known, but they work for the dance floor. One of them that's real early in my set is a local Oakland band that they mashed up their own song with 50 Cent. It's a band called The Love Makers. Nobody outside of the Bay Area knows them, but it doesn't matter where I am in the world, I can drop that track and it moves butts. Yeah. So I'm doing kind of a bit of a greatest hits set, but it's not really all that planned out. I've got a couple playlists that I know my what I call the in case of emergency break glass. It's oh God, I'm losing the dance floor. play this one. So it's going to be a lot of heavy hitters. And then probably some, mixed in with like a few more tracks that I've personally made, more than, maybe I would normally have in a DJ set. But I don't really have a planned out set. I never, ever, ever plan sets. And I hate DJs who plan sets. Well, would you like to know why I hate DJs who plan sets?
Yes, we would love to know why. Please tell us.
I hate DJs. I hate it when DJ rolls into Bootie Mashup and he's like, and it's always he. He's it's like baseball cap. I got it, bro. Don't worry. I got my whole set planned. And I'm like, what do you mean you got your whole set planned? And it's like, yeah, it's all planned out. There it is. And I'm like, okay, do you have other stuff? Like in case that's not working? Oh, it's all going to work. Of course, it's all going to work. They always say it's all going to work. You've never DJ'd for my crowd. You don't know that. It could be an off night. It could be a weird night. It could be, might have a bunch of people who really want to hear hip hop. And if you're only playing gay divas, or vice versa, I hate that. Like, you're a DJ. You should be able to go in lots of different directions. You're not a band that only knows 20 songs, so that's what you're here to do.
What do you expect them to be able to jockey discs around or something?
Right? What is the J for? So I never really plan sets ever. Even when I'm on tour, it's like I usually will have like I got it in my head of like I know where I'm gonna start, I know where I'm gonna end. I usually know a couple things I definitely want to hit somewhere in the middle, and then everything else. You read the room, you read the crowd, you figure it out on the fly. You might have like a crazy idea and go there. And, that's the joy of DJing. And that's like, especially me being, I come from a band background. And so it's like, okay, here's our 20, 30 songs that we know. And if they're not working, it's like, well, crap, that's all we got. This is all we have. Whereas as a DJ, when I started DJing, at first I was like, oh, I used to write my own songs. I used to be somebody. I wrote my own music and now I'm playing other people's music. How lame is that? But it's not lame. It's actually a completely different psychological game to try to figure out what people want. And you have, or at least in my case, I've got the last 50 years of pop culture at my disposal to go all sorts of places. So that is a different kind of challenge and just as artistically valid as being in a band and playing your own damn songs.
Well, it warms my heart to hear that you're going to kind of wing it, because there's a certain Whitney Houston song that we always close out with that I would love to hear.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. I will. Well, okay. That brings up another thing. Also, why I haven't planned the set, and it ties into what I was talking about the interactivity of DJing in a live stream setting as opposed to a club. And that's like, I'm the kind of DJ who loves taking requests anyway. And then like having it right there, written down, easy to read. I mean, I might need to put my glasses on. Grandma might not be able to see the, the screen very well. But I can play people's requests, and I love that.
So now, when somebody makes a request, I heard some chitter chatter on the Twitch twat. I just made that up, about something called Booty Bucks. What is this? Is this even a real thing? Did I just make that up?
I think you just made that up. actually, there is a. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have it. Wait, I think I do. Yes. Okay. So.
Make it rain on yourself.
Make it rain. So this. The term booty bucks actually comes from this thing. This is what's known as a money gun. Oh, wow. Shit, it still has to charge. So you, let me just show people. So I don't have any money right now because Coronapocalypse took away all my job. I got no money. But if I did, say, have like a bunch of dollar bills, I would put them in here. You put them in there like a stack, right? Pick a stack of singles. And then you go to the club and you go, and it goes, and it shoots money. So I bought this because I thought this was hilarious. I think we bought it for a New Year's Eve, put the Booty logo on it because it's hilarious to be in the DJ booth and then it's like, it's always a hip hop song, right? About like Make It Rain or, you know, just like throw some D's on that bitch, you know. So it's like, yeah.
Or I believe in the Twitch world, it'd be like, throw some subscribes on that.
Right, exactly. So I was going to print fake money, and it was going to be called Booty Bucks. And now that we're doing Twitch, and, you know, it's like, okay, so, you know, right there is our Venmo. And we also have on our page a place for donations or tips if you appreciate what we're doing and like what we're doing and like want to see it continue. Trust me. You know, I said this in my on my chit chat on Wednesday, where you know, everybody has been so many performers and DJs and nightlife people and restaurant and entertainment people and bar people. We're all out of work. I mean, our jobs rely on crowds of people in a place. So it's a really rough time. And I've been known to be good with money. So, you know, I had some socked away. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I can ride this out. I'm not going to beg for money. That's going to be everybody else. Let them do it, because I want people to throw money at DNA Lounge, at drag queens, at other DJs. And so I was like, I'm not going to do a donation thing. That's fine. But that was like when it first started, and everyone's thinking, oh, it'll be like 4 weeks. It ain't going to be 4 weeks. The corona apocalypse is going to be like, it's going to be at least 4 months. And the thing is things will open up before we're allowed to do. I mean, things will loosen up, but we still won't be able to have groups of people in a nightclub for even longer. So yeah, then I broke down and I'm like, there's our Venmo.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're listening right now, feel free to, if you want to help out DNA Lounge, help out all the other performers, Venmo, Booty Venmo down there, or at the very least, you know, liking, subscribing, following, just being here, because we know money's short for everybody right now, but just being here, keeping everything, keep moving forward, you know?
And I gotta say, word of mouth is great too. Like, share, like if you love this, please share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues. You know, put it on at work, you know, whatever you do, whatever you want to do. I'm realizing that the promotion of Bootie Mashup on Twitch is not really all that different than the promotion of Bootie Mashup at a nightclub. There's still like a lot of social media. I'm making flyers for the different shows. It's, you know, we're not like handing flyers or hanging up posters, but there is quite a bit of, like, you know, hey, you want people to come to your show.
You know, yeah, and, you know, and speaking about shows and speaking about moving forwards, and I know we don't know when, you know, that is going to be, when we can start going out and doing things, but a little birdie told me that you have an idea for the first IRL Booty event.
I do, and I'm not sharing it publicly.
Oh!
Because someone's going to steal it. It's too good of an idea.
It is breaking news. It is a great idea.
It's way too good of an idea. And I'm very much like Bootie Mashup. Sharing is caring. I mean, we are not the DJs who are like, don't take my tracks. You know, it's like, no, there it is. We posted it on the website. But this is a little different. This is a party theme that I don't want somebody to be like, ooh, that's a great idea, I'm gonna steal that. So, you know,
my favorite part about this conversation we had the other day was we're planning parties.
it's in our blood. I mean, this is what we've been doing. I mean, you've been with Bootie Mashup now for what, over 10 years?
10 years actually next month.
Okay, yeah, and I've been, you know, doing it for 17, and before that I was, you know, in a band throwing parties. So it's like, this is like part of who I am. I'm always like, hey, let's get a bunch of people together and have fun, you know? So it's the same thing, just online.
So I'm just hearing from the chat room, because I have chat room app on my plug.
Is that your producer in your ear?
Yeah. But somebody was just saying Venmo doesn't work outside the United States of America. So you might need to get PayPal up on there too. And also, I'm just seeing right now, Chaos NMT just gifted a bunch of subscriptions out to everybody. Holy moly!
Thank you.
4, 5, 6 or so gifting of. Wow!
Awesome! Oh my God!
If I had confetti, I'd throw it right now, but I do actually. It's like,
So there is another way to donate that's not Venmo, and that's on our Twitch page. If you go down and click the little hey, there's actually a PayPal. You can literally just PayPal Bootie Mashup. The PayPal me thing doesn't work because PayPal. I don't know why. And getting people on the phone right now is just really, really, really hard. So the PayPal works, but it's not like that easy PayPal me link. But you can literally just PayPal Bootie Mashup. It's down there. It's down there in our Twitch on our Twitch page. But also, if you click that, there's also another donation page. It's like I feel like such a whore, but whatever.
Not aside from the normal slut vibe that we normally have, because we normally give it away for free.
Right, yeah, that's you. Usually right. I was like, what do I always used to say when we were handing out free CDs and stuff? One of my catchphrases was always like, have it for free. No, we're not charging for it. We're we're sluts. We give it away for free. We're not whores. We don't charge you.
All right. Well, hey, I'm seeing a lot of people right now in the chat room throwing ideas of themes, doctors and nurses party.
Oh my God, people but the thing is, I want to see people dressed up. Like, how do we get to see the people in the chat? Like that's what I want to see. I love seeing people participate. So, and I know you can't really post photos and stuff in the chat. So that's
the chat room right now in our Twitch chat is how the kids would say lit as fuck.
Oh, cool, good, yay!
Thank you guys for stopping by.
Yeah, seriously, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope I throw down a good DJ set for you. And I am all about the requests. It's really fun. Doug, how have you not actually DJ'd on here yet? Like, what? Well, this should be your DJ set tonight. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Well, now I'm the interviewee. Okay. Well, I did a secret Disney set a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't really happy with the quality that was going out. So I made a few upgrades. And so tonight on the Time Hole, after your set, we're doing Time Hole 2.0. It's going to be a little bit different. We're experimenting with some stuff. But yeah, some DJ sets are definitely coming on the way. I got a huge response for Disney, the Disney Mashup Hour. So I definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, we definitely, speaking of themes in real life that we love. Oh my God, you and I are like the Disney obsessives, right?
That was the last Bootie Mashup party.
That's true. The last IRL party we did right before everything turned to shit was Disney Mashed at DNA Lounge. That was fun.
Yeah. That's kind of like how Disney movies work out, right? Is like you have something that like horrible that happens, Chronopocalypse,
Mm-hmm.
Something bad starts off in the beginning of a Disney movie. Then there's like this heartfelt, meaningful story. That's what we're going right now. And then you have the happy ending. So, hopefully there's that happy ending.
It's been interesting. Although I have to say, having this outlet has been really, really nice. It has been a steep learning curve. Like at first, getting the basics of live streaming, I thought was pretty easy. But it's definitely like one of those like easy to learn, hard to master kind of things. Like just all these little, like I wanted for today. You're upgrading your show. I wanted to upgrade things where like the chat is on the screen and there's like, I don't know, like a little tip jar in the corner or something. And just things. And I'm still like figuring it out. There's only so many hours in the day. And quite frankly, I just get like, that's why I loved having Crumple Stock today, because it's sort of like just, even though I didn't go get those things done, it was nice to like really just enjoy music. That's what we're all here for. I think that's the thing that unifies us all, is we love music.
And speaking about music, it's almost that time for you to start DJing.
Oh my God, okay.
Thank you so much for speaking with us and talking with us and putting up all this amazingness that we have around us here on the Bootie Mashup Twitch. I'm going to get going here and let you take over.
Great. I'm looking forward to your drunken shenanigans at midnight. So thanks a lot, DJ Time. Ciao. All right. That was DJ Time interviewing me. Yay. Oh, and there he goes. All right. I love it when the technology works. Wow. The first week we did a Skype call, it was chaos. It was like echoing and everything else, and could not figure out what was going on. And like I said, the learning curve has been a little steep, and it's been, but it's been so encouraging. Like I've reached out to people and asked questions, and people have been like very helpful. And now I'm passing it on to other people. I just got a couple messages yesterday. I was like, "Oh, your Twitch stream looks really good." And I'm like, "Really?" You know, it's amazing what a green screen will do, I guess. But you know, and giving them pointers and things that I've learned in like the crazy, you know, crash course of the past 2 weeks of you know, just getting like all the settings right and things like that. And so, you know, it's like Doug was saying, I weirdly feel more connected with my communities right now. I mean, there's nothing like a natural disaster to pull people together, but usually, you know, you sort of expect like, you know, oh, a hurricane or a tornado or an earthquake, not like something where we're all sitting at home actually isolated from each other, but yet still connecting. I mean, if the internet goes down, we are all just fucked. And you know it's true. But so I really hope that doesn't happen. I mean, my Facebook is not working for whatever reason. I cannot log into Facebook right now. And, you know, fortunately there's like, you know, 5 other social media channels, so I'm okay. And I can somehow log in through the Bootie account, so I can still post about the Bootie Mashup stuff, which is good. But I can't like really, the only way I can post stuff on my personal page is through Instagram, but I can't like see anybody else's Facebook stuff. And I didn't realize how much I rely on, I mean, you know, for example, the Crumple Bangers group who's throwing Crumple Stock this weekend. I mean, that is a Facebook group, and I can't even get in there to like chat or post things or anything. So it's weird. I get the white screen of death. And yeah, technology. We are all slaves to technology, yet at the same time, technology is really what's getting us through the corona apocalypse and connecting us together like this, and able to share our art and our entertainment and our you know. You can't go out and party. And the cool thing is there's so many people who haven't been going out and partying for years that are now like jumping in. I was like, why did we not do this ages ago? So this is great. This is not going to stop, by the way. I just want to say, you know, for all you people who are like, hey, I really love this. This is great. You know, maybe you moved away from a city where we throw parties, or maybe, you're not, you know, you just don't go out anymore. You got kids or who knows what, you know, or maybe you're not old enough to go out, you know. Most of our parties are 21 and over. So, you know, this is a great way to, you know, experience the music, experience the vibe, and we are not going to stop doing it. Like it's like Pandora's box here, you know, we can't put the genie back in the bottle. So we are just going to keep live streaming like crazy. And I have a feeling, you know, it's like the past couple of weeks have been like, trying to get it, you know, trying to figure out how it all works. But we're getting there. And by we, I mostly mean me. But although every single one of my DJs has had like different issues and things, everyone's going through the same thing I am, which is like, how can I do this and do it well? Hey, that looks good, right? With my face in the skull and crossbones of the Booty logo. Yeah. Anyway, I love my green screen. By the way, shout out to my assistant, Eric Shutterslut, for updating this video slightly. It was, it had a bunch of, oh, wait a minute. That is an old logo. Eric, it's supposed to say mashup underneath it. We rebranded. It's Bootie Mashup, not just Booty. So that way we don't get in trouble, because apparently Booty gets clocked as spam or porn or smut or whatever when it's just Booty on its own. But if it's Bootie Mashup, then it sounds like it might be something different, because, you know, we're not porn. Sorry. So yeah, in the chat sometimes Booty will get like all asterisked out. So it is 9 p.m. Who is ready to dance? let's get this party started. This is so weird. Normally it's like shut it down, and then and then I get to like kick it, but now I'm gonna be like, yeah, I've got my White Claw, I've got my DJ gear right here. I'm gonna move this microphone over, and yeah, let's get this